Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you this custom order journal for the lovely Karen. She commissioned me to make this last year, an Alice in Wonderland journal, and I have been collecting items for it for, I don't know, maybe half a year. And then in the month of June, I've been working away at this, and it is by far the biggest journal that I've made so far. And yeah, she wanted eclectic, so all the different types of Alice in Wonderlands, you know, the Disney versions, the cartoon versus real life version, and she even sourced all of these printables for me to use in it. She even sent some of the items to use in it, some book pages and some of the charms. And I had a bit of a bigger budget, so I got to buy a few special things for it. I did get the Artie Mae's Alice in Wonderland digital kit for this. I also did a swap with Karen Munro, and I'll link her channel below as well, and her Etsy. She is an amazing journal creator, and she was making some Alice journals and ephemera, and I did a swap with her and wanted to showcase some of her handmade work as well in this at the same time. And got a few charms like the kettles or the teapots, and this I'm not sure if you can see that, this rabbit, the white rabbit. I'm probably not focusing there. And oh yes, there's so many new things in this one. It's so great. Because like every custom order journal, I try to do something new, something different, and extend my skills. So what I did was, for the first time, I bought some eyelets, some wide eyelets, and used that. Hey Kiani. Oh no. Okay, hang on a minute. He's not allowed to play with this seam binding. He loves seam binding. So I I bought some wide eyelets and used that for the closure, and also for the charms, or the tassel, I don't know. And for the first time I did a I don't know what you call this, a dangle, and I love it. This is my favourite thing about this journal. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely in love with it. So I think I got this charm from Bonnie and Clive. Oh, sorry, bead, giant glass bead. This is a key that Karen actually gave me herself, which is really cool. And same with this giant watch. That's brilliant, isn't it? This one was from my own collection, my own beading collection. And all of the beads, pretty much, I think, are from my beading collection. And some have quite sentimental memories and things, like these ones were from a camp I went on, and this one was from a set of earrings that I made. But I like it because it's got a heart. Oh, Keanu, he's meowing. I love this blue button as well. It's iridescent. Okay, and hopefully he'll stop meowing, because I can't let him in here while I'm filming this. And this watch is pretty special. I got it from my sister-in-law. It is a bit, it opens really easily, but I thought I'd just put it on here anyway, because it's, you can just close it up if it opens up. And yeah, I think that's really special. I saved that for a very, very special project. So they are the charms and beads on the dangle. Did I say this one? This one was from a necklace that I made, so I just took the necklace apart and included that. I wanted to, I don't know, I made it kind of thematic, because with an eclectic journal I really struggle. I need to bring it together with some sort of theme, so I did go for a bit of a blue theme, a bit of a floral, heart, watch, teapot, rose theme, because that's all the different things that are in Alice in Wonderland. I feel like each character has their own thing. Like Alice has the key that she opened the door with, and the white rabbit had the watch, and the Queen of Hearts Also the painting the roses red, so flowers and roses. Oh, and the rose garden. My favourite part of Alice in Wonderland is when she's in the rose garden with those talking roses. So I really wanted to include that element here. She wanted a little golden book cover, so here is the cover. And I liked how it was blue. And because her dress is blue as well, it's iconic, her blue and white dress. So that's why I went for tying in the blue theme as well. I kind of really wanted to play with that idea of the blue dress. Okay, this is getting a little bit tangled. I will untangle that. So, what was I saying? I love how it's got the pinks and the flowers though. So on the spine, you can see that. Hang on a second. There we go. You can see that the spine has blue binding, and then the florals, blue and white, is why I chose it, because of the blue and white dress, and then the pinks bring out the pink flowers and the Cheshire Cat. And yeah, I don't know, I just love it because it reminds you of the garden and everything, and how she peeks through that keyhole of the door and she sees a beautiful garden. I love that. So there's so many things. Alice in Wonderland is sentimental for me. I've mentioned it before. I used to watch the video on cassette tape over and over again. It was one of those ones where it would just, once you finish watching it, it would go straight back to the start. No rewinding necessary. And so because of that, I just watched it over and over again. So I left this quite long in case, I don't know, if she wants to fill it up with more stuff. There's no room to grow though. I was like, oh, I just have to stop because it's chunky as. But she wanted chunky and she wanted eclectic. So I also, I don't know, I'll get into stuff later on, but I left all the front covers and back covers, the covers blank to really show off the little golden book cover, and so she can write her name there if she wants. And I love this, so I put that fabric in the middle, and then this trim, the blue trim there. I love it. I really want to include lots of this light blue to go with the her blue dress. So all the pages of the little golden book are in here in their order as well. And there's washi tape throughout. She gave me this, such a beautiful collection of washi tape. So I made sure to include at least one strip of each washi tape. So I should mention this is going to be a huge long video to get through this. Grab a coffee, sit back and relax. And I wanted to do this whip through because, well, I like to record every journal, but so that Karen can have that extra added element of having it in her hands, but also seeing the video anytime she wants, and also in case she misses any secret pockets or anything, so she can see every pocket in here. And yeah, she won't see this video until she's received the journal by request. So here's one of my favourite tags as well. Again, I try to do something different in every journal, something new. I just put some vellum over the top and sewed it together on this tag, and a shaker tag with these butterflies, and it reminds me of the bread and butterflies. I love that, and the rocking horse fly. I just love the quirkiness of Alice and the logic puzzles. I think it's really fun. And again, this light blue fabric as a homage to her dress. And in the real life version, the Mad Hatter, he had a lot of more tailor type sewing theme going on, so I kind of wanted to include that theme as well by incorporating fabrics and stuff. So how he made her dresses, and so these could be fabrics that, maybe one of the fabrics that he used to make her dress. I love this, like she's opening the key, the lock, the door to the garden, and now we're opening it into the journal as well. Into Wonderland, the Wonderland journal. And I used so many different books in this. Like I said, I was collecting, and I used 4 or 5 books in here. So one of the books was the real life version, and I just included like the blurb from it here. Oh, and I used 2 kits actually, one from Artie Mays and one from Red Deer Printables, that is now, oh, she's changed the name. I think it's Lavender Blue. So I'll link Artie Mays' kit and also Lavender Blue's kit too, which is this element here with the cards, and there's some pages from her too in ephemera as well. And I thought this was cool. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. And so that is from Lavender Blue as well. I'm so sorry if I got that name wrong. She just changed it. So that sneaks in there. Got this here. So there's this lace with the flowers tying in that theme with the blue trim. And in here, that pocket, just some little tickets. And then it opens up and we've got one of those mason jars. I love those mason jars. So that's a glassine envelope. And then here we have, I did a lot of sewing in this, so a lot of the embellishments I've sewn in, and a lot of them I have sewn as well onto coffee dye paper. This one is just in plain cardstock, so it's a heavier weight, so it doesn't need to be sewn. And there's lots of different tags and journal cards and different things in here, but I also, included ones where I just decorated the page, just gluing them on. And I tried to cut out one of each main character in the book with this book. And then, yes, this is from Lavender Blue. Beautiful swans. And Dinah the cat. And this is a piece that Karen sent me as well to use. This is a paper bag. How cool. She's got such a great collection of Alice things. This is a page from Lavender Blue as well, and yeah, even though it's really big, pretty much almost every page is embellished, so I've just included lots of extra journaling space as well into tucks and things. Okay, and then inside it is just another tag. Oh, and I sewed a pocket onto the tag. And here are some of those printables that she sent me. It's a website. If I remember, I will link below the website that she shared with me because it's got a lot of free printables. So they're scattered throughout here too. I might stop saying where I got everything from just because I'll be here forever. But just point out the main ones and point out at least one thing from each source. So this one is from a vintage book that I got. I'll show you, it's right on my shelf right here so I can grab it. This one here, love the cover, and I actually turned it into an Alice journal, so that will be an upcoming flip through. So I took out all the pages and I loved it because it was illustrated, and I wanted to include this page because it's got that full poem, so I tried to include as many of the poems as I could. And look at this this is another book, beautifully illustrated as well, and that's of the garden that she was peeking through the hole of the keyhole, so that's why I put it here. So it's like that, there's the garden she's looking at, there's the door to get to the garden. And I also use these tabs for the very first time. They're from Addie Mae's. I love them. Just lots of little different elements, the variety. It's so fun. So this is the washi tape and another printable. Oh, I've been talking about everything, and I did some flips and flaps in here as well, just for a different look. Some cool teapot, scrapbook paper, journal card, middle of the signature, just some more elements here. So I had fun loading up some of the pockets with another little piece in there. Lace pocket here, and there is one of my shaker tags with the blue florals. I decorated this sewn envelope pocket with one of the images, my favourite images of the perfumes when she's in that house and she's rummaging through things. Oh, my kitty. Is it right, Keanu? And I love this one because it's got the roses, so I just included that little journal card, which has got a beautiful shape too. Or did it go that way? I don't know. This one, this is a piece from Karen Munro, and I like how it just sticks out there. So you get this, I love it, like a little tab. I did some stamping as well, a little bit of stamping throughout. I love this. This was an invite, so I just cut out the information, made a square, made a circle, and then tucked in this beautiful scrapbook paper behind, which I believe I got from Tina. And how perfect is it? The blue theme, the roses theme, the key. We're working well together here. It's great. There's a key there too. There's her dress. There's the roses. I love it. watch there. I love this too, it's like mirroring each other. Here's the rabbit with his watch, and there's the watch. So I did try to, each page, work on little details like that where possible. And I probably won't mention all of those kind of things that I was thinking about. That's the printable as well, the free printable. That's a free printable too. This is from Lavender Blue, and it's the real Alice. So there's a few photos of the real Alice scattered throughout this journal too. One of my wallpaper pockets with the florals, and a quote card from Lavender Blue. So yeah, I really hope she loves it. She says she loves embellishments and, you know, a really chunky journal, so I really tried to do that here. Just extra pages, just for fun, because I didn't really include, I wanted to make sure every source was represented in here. This is another one from Karen Munro. Love this rose organza bag, and then I just wanted to fit everything in. Roses, roses, roses. So that's a sewn journal card from my own collection. This is from Karen Munro too. She has these napkins and she decoupaged this playing card. So that's a printable, free printable. Man, I am just saying where everything's from, isn't it? I don't know. Can't help myself. So here's more lace, fabric piece that may have been on her dress, and some more bread and butterflies stamping. One of my pockets, envelope pocket, no, it's not envelope, book page pockets. Just get too excited. Free printable, with a little tag in there. Real Alice, and this one I stamped some music notes on it because it goes with the caterpillar, and that was one of my favourite scenes too. How he's singing away and he's like, "Who are you?" and all that confusion there. I loved it. It was so fun. And so we were all mad here, we were all mad here. I kind of thought he's a bit mad, so that's so fun. And the rabbit. And this is from embellishment ephemera from Tsunami Rose, and I just included a few of these ones, like the vintage look to it, and it just reminds me of all those bottles. It's such a weird detail, but I love those bottles that Alice was playing with in the house. Well, not playing with, but she was just rummaging through the house, tidying it up, and on the dresser there were the pretty things. I just like pretty things. In a world full of princesses, be an Alice. This is a printable that I found myself, so I did my own little search of printables. Oh, Keanu. So this, it just comes off, little card thing. And we've got large journal card. These note paper pads, papers. It was a paper pad, so I just pulled off a few to use in this journal. And because I left the spine of the Little Golden Book wide, as per request from Karen, so I had to get creative in how to make the pages wide. Obviously wanting it wide so that the full pages of the Little Golden Book could fit into the journal and didn't have to be cut down. And so I had to be very creative in how I could bulk it up on the sides. So some of them, maybe I can share a separate video about how I did that, how you can extend pages, because I tried a whole bunch of different methods and it was really fun. So I turned them into pockets here, and here is one of my napkin envelopes with the sewing, and I just included this because I've got the florals, the key, and the clock. I like how it just peeks out from the pocket. So another flip, Mad Hatter. This is something new I've done too, inspired by treasure keeping. Another ephemera piece from Tsunami Rose, Drink Me, so I thought that went well together, you know, the bottle, and maybe that's the bottle that Alice drank from. This one is a sewn piece from Lavender Blue, and then look, this is the pocket. So you can journal on the back, but there's vellum here, and then there's also a pocket there, behind. Look at that key, isn't it awesome? Little secret pocket. So I'm not sure, Karen, if you're going to spot every single pocket. I'm hoping that maybe I can surprise you with a couple more in this flip. But I try to do actually a good job of making everything peek out so nothing is missed. Little pocket here. Tag. So I love how, yeah, just folded this page over and the contents, and oh, I love it. Advice from a caterpillar. Oh, yeah, oh, so fun. Oh, and I decorated it with some of that blue lace. There's the caterpillar, so that's why I put those together. This page has the caterpillar and advice from a caterpillar. Tab. Just decorate it with more images from that book. Love this fussy cut tuck spot. Thought it went well with this because it's like, I thought it reminded me of all those playing cards painting the roses red, and you know, just a manicured garden and hedges and everything. So I've included that there. And there's a heart, love that. And then look at this, it's a door. So it's like the door, and there's a lock. So it's like the door Alice has to go through to get to the garden. Perfect. So I've been saving that forever for this journal. Just another piece here. I love how that little element just on this card here makes it. It's so beautiful. I love the contrast of the red and her blue dress. Floral pocket here reminds me of the garden of flowers, talking flowers. And I put the mushroom here, so this is the other side of the page of the mushroom that the caterpillar is sitting on. So that I just stuck this on as well because it was a bit of a plain page illustration from the book, and then a tag with mushrooms. Ah! I get so excited. And then the roses to go with the flower garden. And I included one of my petals. This is a real petal from a rose. So how cool is that? And it's red. Connections. Here's a little watch. Am I showing you the charms? There's the rabbit. Oh, this paper clip is from Karen Munro, and this card is too. So everything that I didn't use, or a lot of the things that I didn't use from Karen, I put in a little bag that will be, I love those keys, that Karen, too many Karens, that the owner of this journal will get. I also saved some of the stuff from Karen Munro in the other journals that I made, because I did want to show them off so that you could see her amazing work. Little rose stamp there. Just extra journaling space, so I love that you can actually journal on the pocket, and then you can cut that up to make tags or use it as journaling space. More journaling space from the Artie Mays kit. Flip. This one is from, I believe, Lavender Blue. I was saving these tags too. I made these tags out of scrapbook paper that had clocks, so I was saving that. This, I love this. So this is a page from a quote book. And, oh no, that's not a pocket. If there's something in it, if there's a pocket, I put something in it. If it doesn't have anything in it, not a pocket. It's a quote book, and it has Lewis Carroll. So I just included his quotes in there. Oh, and this giant envelope. And I just included a whole bunch of other pieces. So I was thinking as well, if Karen wanted, she could just take out as many of the items in this journal, so, and then create her own journal with it, or use them however she wants. How did I get this in there? There we go. Because basically what happened was, when it wasn't embellished with everything tucked into pockets and things, it was the exact size of the spine, the journal, so it closed to there, like whatever the spine was. As soon as I added everything, it started to widen and get the alligator mouth. So if everything was taken out, it's exactly the width of the spine. But I'm guessing she'll keep everything in. So these are colouring in pages. So I bought a colouring in book for this as well. And yeah, they're scattered throughout as pages, but I thought I'd just include some more as actual, I don't know, extra space. And these bags, I got this from, oh, I can't remember who from, I'm so sorry. Was it Geo? From Happy Mail ages and ages ago, and love it because it's got the heart, lock, clock. and kind of vintagey looking. Oh, and I decorated it with some trim. Here's a picture of the Mad Hatter from the real life version. Turn that into a giant pocket and then put the Mad Hatter in there again. And then it's just got other pieces there, other illustrations. Love that one because of her dress. Oh, and this book, okay, so this one is a poetry book, children's illustrated poetry book, and I just pulled out this page, well, there are 2 pages, because it had Lewis Carroll, some of his poetry from Alice, or the Through the Looking Glass. And then I just did a little flip here with a page. I love like this one, there's a caterpillar, and there's flowers, and down the rabbit hole, just an extra page, just for fun. More journaling space behind this belly band. Oh my gosh, just looking at the time. This video is going to go forever. Okay, I love this. So this is another one that I extended this page by sewing, and then there's a flap and then a hidden pocket. How cool is that? And then I just decorated it with some more trim. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I love that too. Maybe I'll just have to join the 2 videos. Join 2 videos. Love this one. So this is where she's in the house and she's rummaging through everything, tidying everything up. So I included these 2. Like the perfume bottles, the old style. I love it. Aww. It's so fun. Oh, I love this. So this is a Glassine bag pocket, double pocket, or triple pocket. Glassine bag from Tina. Love the trims there. This is from Karen. How cool is that? Playing card with googly eyes. Queen of Hearts, of course. So I just tucked it in there. I like how he's peeking out. And then in here we've just got a bunch of different things, all from Lavender Blue. And then a letter here. I love how in one of the illustrations they're passing a letter to someone, and so I just got extra pieces in here just for fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's why I say, like, you can take as much of this out and use in your own journaling, in other journals or whatever. So here's the Mad Hatter and March Hare and the Tea Party, so I thought I needed to put that because that's one of the iconic scenes in the movie and book. Love this piece from Tina with the little jewel, one of my envelope pockets, and just another little card here. These guys are iconic figures as well in the story, so wanted to include Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Okay, a large piece of lace with the florals. Love this tuck spot, the hat. Little tuck spot here. And then more things stuck in here. I like this one. I put this in here because it's like she's cramped in this small space. And I put her here like in this hidden cramped space there. I love that hidden pocket. Love this tea party and this tag here that I was saving as well. I'm not sure where I got that, but as soon as I got it I knew where I was going. Love this. So this is just the cover page of the vintage book. We can see the brown of the page, and turn it into a pocket with some lace, and then just more journaling space. Another envelope here, but this one's stuck on the page with more elements. So this is from that book, from the real life version, and there's all of these really cool illustrations of the main characters, so I thought that was really cool. Alright, I actually have to stop filming anyway, so I'll come back and do another half-hour video to finish the second lot. Maybe I'll do part 1 and part 2 actually, and just put them up together, because it will take hours and hours and hours to merge these videos. The longer the videos, the longer it takes to merge, so I'll do part 1 and part 2. That'll be fun for you, Karen, to watch. Alright, I'm going to stop there, because this is pretty exciting, and I'll do part 2 in the next video. See ya!